What's up guys, my name is Jellycup5 and welcome back to an episode of the FC25 Tenerife Career Mode. Before we do get into this video, if you haven't done so already, please hit that like button, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to also hit that notification button so you never miss a video. We start off today's episode in good light after a 3-2 victory after Real Betis. So it was unfortunate that we wasn't able to end it on that same note last episode, after a big defeat against Slavia Prague, a team that we thought we could easily kind of push to the side in fairness, a team that we thought we could easily progress against, and a team that unfortunately beat us 3-0 in the first leg. So all to do in the second leg, a mountain to climb, that is for sure, and a massive time to potentially go through to the next round or out of the UEFA Champions League. This is a big competition that we want to do well in. In fairness, it's been giving us a luck of the draw in the first leg, so let's see what we can do in the second leg, and let's see if we can actually get that victory that we recently expected, in fairness. And this is the lineup. Managon in goal, back four of Spiliers, Bisek, Mikic and Hall, midfield of Buadidi, Ruiz and Dumbo, left on the James, right Diam Diallo, and up front is Geraldo Becker. It's going to be a hard tie, I have to say, but at the end of the day, let's see if we can do a job, and let's see if we can get ourselves through to the next round, because I feel like we deserve to be there. We've definitely showed in this particular competition that we can compete against top sides. Let's see if we can do it again on this particular occasion. We did actually get 3-1. I did actually forget we did score a goal, so let's see if we can actually build on that. So only 2 goals needed, not the 3. Apologies for the misinformation, as Diallo picks it up on the right hand side. 3 minutes played, first few touches on the ball. Diallo looks to be able to stride forward, cuts in on the left, and he does really well in fairness, and he's got a great opportunity. He plays in Becker, and that's 1. Tenerife 1, Slavia Prague 0. We're still 3-2 down on aggregate, only a 1 goal disadvantage on aggregate, and we are slightly back in the game now with a lot of time to play, that's for sure. Easy ball into Becker, lovely tap in, not going to say too much, not going to tempt too much fate, but we have got a chance, and that's exactly what we needed in this time, that's for sure, as Mikic looks to stride past the right hand side there, and unfortunately misses out of a poor pass. Now Sifil on the ball for Slavia Prague, as he finds Lingard in a decent bit of space. He turns his man, but Spiliers with a challenge, as Ndumbo picks it up as he looks to find a teammate in Daniel James on the left hand side. Geraldo Becker in support at the same time. James finding forward, he finds the Becker, he turns his man, he turns him again, it's Geraldo Becker, and this time I can say we're in the game. It's Tenerife 2, Slavia Prague 0, and it's 3-1 aggregate. It's a great way to be able to start this fixture in great light and quite quick way in fashion as well at the same time. Really good there from Geraldo Becker, turning his man with absolute ease, and there was no getting absolutely anywhere near him whatsoever, and we are now of a 2-goal advantage. Really, really good position to be in, that's for sure. Hopefully we can continue it on, because it's going to be a very hard call, that's for sure, whether that is going to be the case. With 14 minutes on the clock there, Malagon not tested on that particular occasion, as the ball just strays wide, as he takes it short from the goal kick there. He finds Spiliers as he plays it over to Luis Hall on the left hand side, cuts in on the right, looks to play it into the middle of Buadidi, who plays a straight pass over there, as you can see. Opportunity for Buadidi to take the ball further forward as he looks to get past over the centre circle there. Becker over to the left hand side of Daniel James, looking to get towards the box of Slavia Prague there, as Becker has found. He turns his man for a first chance to be in front in this whole tie. Tenerife 3, Slavia Prague 0, 4-3 on aggregate, and Geraldo Becker gets his hat trick within 17 minutes. And what was we worried about? Unbelievable stuff. Geraldo Becker making absolute mincemeat of this team. It's unreal, really. Lovely turn, lovely finish. Cannot see stopping that one whatsoever, and we have got a cushy advantage, I have to say, in this tie now. I would say advantage. It's just a 1-goal advantage, but it's something, and it looks to be that we're going to be built on further forward. But Slavia Prague now looking to fight back potentially, as Lingard now with an opportunity looks to turn his man. He does take a shot. Managon looks to make a meal of it, in fairness, but he does save it, and that is the end of that particular attack there, as you can see. 26 minutes on the clock. Lingard now on the right hand side, looking to be able to play a ball over potentially there, as he looks to get into the middle. Sifil now picks it up with an opportunity here, as you can see. He looks to turn his man, but a decent block from Spiliers there, as he looks to pick it up in a decent bit of space. Safirs find Vorlicki. Vorlicki to Safirs, and he did get 2 goals against us previously, but not to be on that occasion, as Malagon denies him. Hall looks to clear, and we look to play it out from the back now, as Spiliers finds Buadidi. Hall with a lovely run there, creating a lot of attacking movement potentially there, as you can see, as Daniel James now makes the run, tries to find him, but he can't seem to do so, as he is closed down, so he fancies playing it over to Marcel Ruiz in the middle. Opportunity potentially there for Ruiz to bust it over to Diallo, and he turns his man, and what a turn, what a move. Diallo! Tenerife 4, Slavia Prague 0, 5-3 on aggregate, and have we booked our place in the next round of the Champions League? Potentially. potentially. A very good move from Amad Diallo, I have to say. A lovely turn from the defenders, and there was just no way they were getting anywhere near him once he done that. Lovely move, lovely turn into the bottom of the corner, and that is a superb finish. That is for sure. 38 minutes on the clock now, and Tenerife are in absolute cruise control of being 4-0 up and 5 on aggregate. It's really, really a good position to be in, but Slavia Prague fighting back potentially there is a fears of a nice opportunity. He takes the shot, and once again, not coming anywhere near there as it just blazes over the bar, and it seems to be their night is getting from bad to worse, that is for sure. It's on the right hand side now, trying to play an Amad Diallo, but the ball is dispossessed there as Mikic looked to take the throw in. No rush whatsoever, that's for sure there as he offloads it to Ruiz. Middle chance potentially. No, he finds Mikic on the right hand side. Now playing it over to Amad Diallo as he touched it onto Gerardo Becker. Becker now in a decent support here. Now Gerardo Becker with his 4th goal of this game. It's 6-3 in aggregate. It's 5-0 to Tenerife on the night. And we are absolutely smashing past this side, that's for sure. Never in doubt, never in doubt. Lovely move to Gerardo Becker. Lovely touch in fairness also to be able to get round the defender. He does really well to be able to scoop it past the goalkeeper. And that is a sublime finish, that's for sure. And we're still only in the first half. 44 minutes on the clock. Slavia Prague get themselves kicked off there as Dabuya picks it up on the right hand side. Now realistically any point at this moment in time is a consolation goal. I can't see us wasting away this potential game, or can we? You never know. It's FC at the end of the day, anything can happen. Vorlicki now finds Lingard in a decent bit of space and he turns his man, he finds Vorlicki. This is a great move and it's a great finish from Dawley there, and they have got a goal back. It's Tenerife 5, Slavia Prague 1. Now that sounds bad, but it doesn't on aggregates because there is only a 2-goal disadvantage between themselves and us, and this is where it could potentially get a little bit tricky, but a decent goal nevertheless. And into the second half we now go as Daniel James fast Marcel Ruiz in the middle. No panicking realistically, we know we've got the job done, we just need to continue with it and potentially build on that fact as Biodidi now finds Becker in decent support. It's Geraldo Becker, and who stops this man? 5 goals for Tenerife, 6 goals for Tenerife and 5 for Becker. 48 minutes being played and we are in absolute cruise control. Great start to the second half after conceding literally into the end of the first half. I'm glad that we was able to maintain a decent level of professionalism and being able to get ourselves over the line. As I say, a lovely finish from Geraldo Becker. Tight angle to do so, and he hits it on his left and kind of scoops it past the keeper really well into the bottom corner. Does really, really well, and it's a 6-1 game at this moment in time with many, many goals on the simulation also. On the simulation, sorry, the aggregate. 50 minutes on the clock. Slavia Prague will be feeling how they even been able to pull off what they did in the first half of that first leg, or the second half, because, and in fairness, they has not been the same team that we played against, and domination is clear as you can see. Geraldo Becker's got another chance and he makes absolute light work of it. He turns his man, he's 1-1 with the keeper, and what do you think he does? He scores. It's Tenerife 7, Slavia Prague 1, and we are definitely going through to the next round of the Champions League. It's 8-4 in aggregate. We've got a 4-goal advantage. We are absolutely smashing past this side, and we are doing what Tenerife do, and that is win games and score goals. Brilliant stuff from Geraldo Becker. Once again, is he one of the best strikers in this save? I think he could be. I think he could be, because he scores goals left, right and centre, and that's exactly what strikers need to do. He's at the ripe age of 32 and he is absolutely still smashing them past the goalkeepers, and let that may continue for many other seasons, that's for sure, because I have no intention of getting rid of him if he can still maintain a decent overall and maintain some top performances just like he is today. There is Sifil now with a chance, as you can see, turns his man, finding Vorlicki, and that's a super save from Managod, putting it out for a corner kick. Now he's got his goals, we have to say, what a moment for Geraldo Becker, but he will be leaving the field there as we take on Aguilar instead. Another substitution there as Moreno comes onto the field for Daniel James, so Chris Rigg also going on for the middle of Buadidi. Switching sides there, as you can see, Pereira now going over to the cam role also for Ndumbo as we look to freshen up the attacking sides. Realistically, it's at that point in time where we can make the changes. We've got a great enough advantage, and I reckon we can get the job done with the players on the pitch, with Diarra being the last player coming on for Marcel Ruiz. We've still got a fair bit of game to play in this, in all honesty, as it's played short from the corners. Fires plays it into a teammate of Sifil. He takes a shot and it hits the post. Very unlucky, I have to say, but I don't think like there are too much prospective kind of moments in this game, I'd say, because it's not really exactly been the best of games for themselves, that's for sure. As Lewis Hall plays it over to the left hand side, he finds Moreno to Rigg. Moreno now looking to stride forwards. He finds Hall now, as you can see on the left hand side, striding into the middle. Chris Rigg now playing a ball over to Aguilar, and we don't need to score, but we'll definitely give it a go. We've got half an hour left to play. Aguilar now looking to take on his man. He does really well, in fairness, holding the ball up, and he finds his teammate Marlos Moreno, who whips the ball into the area. It falls back out to Amid Diallo. Great opportunity, and it's shot saved there from the goalkeeper there as it plays out to the middle of the Slavia Prague midfield. Dawley now playing it over to Jurasak there with an opportunity to find Sifil, and he does exactly that. Spilia's now looking to go forward as he finds Diarra. Diarra to Amid Diallo. Potential opportunity here as we play it over to Dylan Pereira. He turns his man, he finds Aguilar, and he gets his goal. Tenerife 8, Slavia Prague 1. Aguilar just come off the bench, and he's already got a goal. Of course he has. He's a super sub. What more do you expect? Absolute whitewash against Slavia Prague. Now, I expected us to be able to potentially get through, and it might be tight, but at the same time, I didn't expect us to do it in such a whitewash way. And I feel like recently, over the past few episodes, we've really been able to get up onto the goals, in fairness, and that just shows it once again today. And not consistently enough, I would say, but in some games, we're really able to ramp up the goals, that's for sure. With 19 minutes left to play, you can only feel like this game is an absolute done and dusted fixture, because Amid Diallo nearly makes it 9-1 at that moment in time as Moreno plays it out to the left hand side. Opportunity potentially to find Diarra, and he does. Now Diarra over to Chris Rigg. It's a great shot, it's a great effort, but shot blocked at that moment in time. Looked to be going out for a corner kick, but not to be on that occasion there. As Vorlicki now on the left hand side tries to get something going, but he just can't seem to get the ball out of the area. Dawley now striding forward to Fias in a decent bit of play. Sifil over to his teammate once again there. Bissek really strong in the challenge, finding his teammate. Pereira over to Aguilar potentially, but no, he goes to Diarra. Diarra back to Pereira. Pereira with the chance there, and that is a very strange save, but it's a save nonetheless. Full-time whistle had been blown, and we have absolutely smashed it out of the park. Tenerife 8, Slavia Prague 1, an absolute just whitewash of the game. 9-4 on aggregate in the end also, and a great fixture to play in, that's for sure. The team did really, really well, and we just turned up on the day. I didn't feel like this would have been the kind of fixture that we expected us to be able to kind of performing in that sort of limelight, but at the same time, we've done really good with what we've been able to kind of show, and at the same time, we are into the next round of the Champions League. But it doesn't get any easier from this point onwards, because we now face Real Madrid in the Liga, a team that we are currently fighting at the top of the table at this moment in time, a team that we're looking to be able to overcome. I feel like we've always kind of done okay against Real Madrid, but I feel like there's games where we've definitely been shown the ropes and we've struggled in some moments. So it's going to be an interesting tie nevertheless, and it's going to be interesting to see what we can do at this moment in time. Managon in goal, back four of Cancelo, Kouassi, Valentini, Rodriguez, midfield of Grig, Alvarez and Ruiz, left hand side Daniel James, right hand side Adrian Liso, and up front we have Geraldo Becker. Fairly strong side, a few fitness issues due to the recent game against Slavia Prague, but I did try to make as many substitutions so we could field some decent players still on the pitch today. Unfortunately, you could never make enough substitutions, which is always a little bit of a bummer, because you feel like you could just take your whole team off, put another one on for 20 minutes or so, and the fitness would be all good. 6 minutes into the tie, Real Madrid look to start the game nice and quickly, in fairness to themselves, as Aguilar looks to get the ball forward, looking to find a teammate, and he finds Orsolini there with a decent chance, but the ball just straying wide. Not challenging the keeper on that particular scenario there as he plays it out to Valentini from the short goal kick. David Rodriguez now over to Alvarez as he plays it forward as Alvarez finds Geraldo Becker. Now over to his teammate on the right hand side of Adrian Liso. Liso trying to get an opportunity created potentially there as Liso chips it over to Becker. Becker now, and that is a super save from Thibaut Courtois, keeping his side in it, keeping it clean at this moment in time, and it's still 0-0, but maybe not for long, I'm not too sure. A decent chance for us, so we might create another opportunity here as Marcel Ruiz looks to get the ball over to Geraldo Becker. Not to be on that occasion there as Aguilar looks to stride forward, finding Bellingham in the middle as Orsolini looks to pick it up potentially, but Dallo now to Aguilar. Aguilar now striding forward. He finds Mbappe. It's a good effort, but the shot blocked. Falls back out to Aguilar. Can't get past Cancelo. It's a solid challenge in that moment in time as Alvarez now looks to stride forward, but once again dispossessed. As Aguilar now going forward, he finds his teammate in a decent bit of space. It's Kylian Mbappe, and he doesn't miss them as he does his trademark celebration. Tenerife 1, Real Madrid. Oh, I wish. Real Madrid 1, Tenerife 0. We've had one chance, but it's been a poor start, and that's just the crux of it, in fairness. Decent finish from Kylian Mbappe at the near post of Malagon, which is slightly unfortunate because he completely dives the other way, but it seems to be on this particular occasion that we can't seem to compete in the early minutes of the first half. But let's see what we can do after the kick-off and see if we can kind of repeat of what we've done in previous times, and that's score goals, but whether we can against the very best, I'm not too sure. As Rodriguez looks to play a ball forward potentially as he looks to find Alvarez. Alvarez to Liso. Liso with a chance here. He takes on his man. He looks to get it in the box. He keeps it in play. play. He looks to find a teammate, but not to be on an occasion. But lovely stuff from Chris Brigg. Wins the ball back. Liso back in the same sort of position here as he looks to square the play. Finds Geraldo Becker, but can't get the shot off there. He's completely wiped out in the penalty box, but it's a very good tackle at the same time, and it's a very fair challenge. As Orsolini now on the right-hand side, striding forward for Real Madrid. He plays it over to Diogo Dalot. Orsolini once again there, playing it over to Jude Bellingham with an opportunity to find Aguilar. Aguilar now potentially onto Kylian Mbappe, and of course you would think that would go in, but not to be on that occasion as he hits the post, and a very, very good opportunity that could have been at that moment in time. As we look to go on the counter-attack, Carlos Alvarez is 1-on-1 with the keeper potentially. If he can get the shot off, he cuts it on side, but he gets dispossessed. What a bit of challenging that was from the Real Madrid defence. Once again stopping us in his tracks when it mattered, as Alvarez now looks to pick up the ball. He runs into the box, another chance potentially. No, of course the defence stops in our tracks. Really, really good stuff there from the defensive work from Real Madrid. Now they go on the attack as Orsolini now picks it up on the right hand side, plays it back to Dalot as he plays a forward ball to Kylian Mbappe there as Jude Bellingham makes the run, but he fancies Aguilar instead there. Aguilar knows that Mbappe's in space and he finds him in a decent bit of space there. Mbappe now over to Aguilar. Super challenge from Kouassi, keeping his side in it as Marcel Ruiz offloads it to Carlos Alvarez. Back and forth sort of football so far as Carlos Alvarez puts it over to Geraldo Becker. Turns his man. It's a great opportunity, and this time we hit the post. What is this game made of so far? End to end sort of stuff, and you could easily say that it should be a draw at this moment in time as Real Madrid get the ball away into the second half, and we've had our chances, that's for sure, just not really managed to take them at this moment in time as Mendes now looks to stride forward. A poor bit of challenging from Valentini finds Real Madrid in a great position here, trying to get the ball rid there, and we do concede a goal kick in the end, which is actually not too bad for ourselves, because I thought we was actually going to concede the corner, but only the goal kick there as we get rid of players. We look to go on the attack. Carlos Alvarez there looks to stride forward, finding a teammate in Adrian Liso. Liso cutting inside, he finds Geraldo Becker in support. Geraldo Becker is 1-on-1, and you put your house on him scoring it, and so did us and the bench. Really, really big chance missed, and we have to take him off in fairness. He just doesn't look at the races today, and Aguilar will come on for Geraldo Becker as we look to be able to freshen up the attack and potentially see if the super sub sort of magic works once again, as now Real Madrid going forward. They've still got the lead, bearing in mind as they reach the 60th minute mark. Jude Bellingham now going forward, as you can see. Opportunity to do it this moment in time as Aguilar now strides forward, and that is a goal, and it's Kylian Mbappe. Madrid take the second goal advantage, and it's Tenerife 0, Real Madrid 2, and we are unfortunately trailing by 2-0, and this sort of position in the table and everything else, this could matter a big load to where we want to go in terms of a title challenge. But we've still got some time left in the game, and we've still got a potential opportunity if we were to get one back. So let's see what we can do as Adrian Liso looks to find Aguilar, but he fancies it all for himself here as Liso tries to get into the area. He goes down, but once again it's never a penalty, no way whatsoever. Good challenging from the defence as Real Madrid look to stride forward and create an opportunity potentially there. As you can see on the ball is Kylian Mbappe. He's on a hat-trick, bearing in mind it would be a great opportunity to do so, but not to be on that occasion as we get it out of play. Ruiz now trying to find Liso, and he puts it straight over to Aguilar. Great play so far as Carlos Alvarez gets the ball forward, but once again just dispossessed in the final third when it really mattered the most, and that's where we've really kind of slacked in this particular fixture. And now Real Madrid once again go on the attack as Orsolini with the chance there, and Malagon with a fingertip save, and now it goes for a corner kick there. Substitutions to be made as Carlos Alvarez comes off for Ndumbo, as well as Liso off, Cruz on, and as also as Iqbal on, Rig off. It's been a really challenging half for ourselves, in fairness. We had the chances in the first half more than we have the second. It's been very vital that we should have done something, and unfortunately we have suffered massively. Tenerife 0, Real Madrid 3, and that's game over. It is game over, unfortunately. It's tough because I feel like that might determine the season, but hey ho, I want to say that they might potentially make a mistake, but this is Real Madrid at the end of the day, and they've got one of the best teams in the world, and this is what we need to learn as a side to be able to potentially compete in the Liga. Yes, we are currently second, and yes, we've got more points than anyone else apart from Real Madrid, but at the same time, I feel like we still need to be making that slight step up if we want to be able to win in the title, but maybe next season, because I feel like this point onwards now is a slight write-off, but we will continue to do so in our best way forward, and it can nearly have been 4, but a lovely save from Malagon. But that was all she wrote. Tenerife 0, Real Madrid 3. The Real Madrid come to the Canaries and absolutely obliterate us as Carlos Ancelotti's side stay at the top of the Liga. And they've got a good lead at the same time, which is really frustrating. We could have done more. I feel like we're a little bit unlucky. And that's what kind of you need on your side at some times. And we just didn't have that. So onwards and upwards. Hopefully we can continue the form that we have possessed in previous games, and just being able to see what we can do from this point onwards, because it is very unfortunate. message from Bissek. He was usually upset and about not getting picked, but he actually realises why we haven't and rotating the squad. It's just about fitness and so on. But our next Champions League fixture is against Bayer Leverkusen, which is really interesting to see. It's going to be a big tie against a German giant, so hopefully that'll be a good tie, and hopefully we'll be able to get through to the next round, which will be the semi-finals. Now, after that defeat against Real Madrid, I was kind of hoping for an easier tie, but unfortunately it's not going to get any easier from this point onwards as we face Atletico Madrid at home. It's not going to get any easier, as I mentioned, and it's going to be a tough tie against a very good side in the rainy Canary Islands. Looking forward to it because it's a big tie, but at the same time I know what to expect, and that's the unfortunate part. Malagon in goal, back four of Hall, Bissek, Spiliez and Mikic. Midfield of Buadidi, Alvarez and Ruiz. Left-hand side, James. Right-hand side, Diallo. And up front, Geraldo Becker. Strong side to face a strong side. It's as simple as that. Need to get the job done. Need to get 3 points, and I feel like if we drop any points at this point in time, then I feel like it's game over for us in the season. I really do. We look to start strong here as Carlos Alvarez runs with the ball. He gets past the centre circle, but he only gets as far as that there as Atletico Madrid dispossess him in that moment in time. On the ball is on this left-hand side is Sorloth, the absolute giant that he is. Finds Luis Openda, and what a hit and what a goal. It's Tenerife 0, Atletico Madrid 1. You're not stopping those anytime soon, and what can you really do about it in fairness apart from appreciate it? A lovely ball over to him initially there as he's in a decent bit of space, and he could have run with it in fairness. He had the time to do so and make it slightly easier, but he chose the hard route, and it definitely paid off though, that's for sure. Lovely effort on his left foot, and there was no stopping that one as it nestled into the top corner and left Malagon absolutely stranded at that moment in time, as Atletico now, as you can see, are in front in this tie. On the left hand side is Daniel James with an opportunity potentially here, as you can see, as he looks to get past the defenders, but he can't seem to do so at the moment. It's been a tough game even in the 20 minutes we played, but we have won a free kick. Potential ball into the area would be dangerous as it's a lovely ball, and Bissek nods it on, but Al Black with a solid save in the end there as he looks to be able to throw it out of play and create another opportunity for Atletico Madrid. Pavlovic there with an opportunity potentially as he finds his teammate in the middle of the park. Now, as you can see, he's making the run. He's doing really good at that at the same time as he's making himself available, and his teammate tries to find him, but he finds Sorloth instead. Sorloth now striding with the ball, but Spiliez with a solid challenge as Buadidi looks to play it on to Carlos Alvarez. On the right hand side is Amid Diallo, as he looks to be able to cut in on the left potentially, and he does exactly that. He looks to find Geraldo Becker. No, he finds himself in a decent position finding Marcel Ruiz now. Marcel Ruiz, he looks to get the shot off, and it's so soft. I don't even know what happened at that moment in time, but the opportunity really not taken, and every opportunity that's waited, I can only think that's our less hope title challenge. But as you can see, Lewis Hall with a great bit of tackling. We still haven't given up yet whatsoever as Geraldo Becker looks to find a teammate potentially, and he plays it over to Carlos Alvarez. Alvarez striding forward, and he could get past his man, and he has got past his man. It's Tenerife 1, Atletico Madrid 1, and some slight faith kind of installed in the side, shall we say, and myself, because it's very hard to look at this game at this moment in time and expect us to do anything, because it's been a very poor performance as of this moment in time, but at least we've been able to pick ourselves up and been able to kind of get the goal to get ourselves back in this tie. Atletico Madrid are still looking the favourites then, that's for sure, because they look very strong on the ball, and now they look to stem an attack here, as you can see, as Openda looks to pick it up, but a misplaced pass, and it does go out for a goal kick there, as Malagon looks to play it short from the goal kick. Bissek plays it out to his teammate Lewis Hall. Now, as you can see on the left hand side is Daniel James. He turns his man, he finds Becker. Becker in support of Daniel James once again there as he looks to cut inside for an opportunity potentially to be created, as he looks to be able to see if he can get the shot off, and he does, but unfortunately just straying wide, and that was all she wrote for that particular half. Into the second half, we've had plenty of chances in the first. Let's see if we can do the same in the second, and hope they kind of pull off in fairness, as Sorloth looks to get things going. Luis Openda now getting into the area of Tenerife there, as you can see, as he does really well with the pace. He plays it over to Sorloth. He looks to get that final ball over, and if he did, then that would have been a vital goal, that's for sure. But Bissek with the strong interception as Buadidi plays it over to Carlos Alvarez. Potential attack to be created here as Geraldo Becker turns his man. He finds Alvarez in space. He's got one goal. Can he get two? He turns his man. Carlos Alvarez. Tenerife 2, Atletico Madrid 1. And we are in front for the first time in this fixture, and it's only taken us a few minutes in the second half to do so. Also, lovely start to the second half, and it's exactly what we needed. As I mentioned, we had plenty of chances in the first. It's just we needed to take them in the second, and that's exactly what I'm on about. Lovely chance taken there from Carlos Alvarez. Turns his man absolutely sublimely, punts it on his left, and he does superbly to be in the position that we are in. And we have now got that one goal advantage, but we can't sit back on it whatsoever. Atletico Madrid will be pushing, and this is their first chance to do so there as Pavlovic finds his teammate Sorloth. Sorloth to Openda. He makes the overlapping run, but it still remains in possession here as Tonali plays it back over to the middle. It's Sorloth. Sorloth to Openda. Openda with a great chance. He turns his man, but the shot doesn't live up to any sort of of expectation, that's for sure. As we clear our lines over to Lewis Hall, it goes there as Lewis Hall plays it over to Daniel James potentially, but the block being made from Molina, and it will be a throw into Tenerife there just over the halfway line as he plays it over to Buadidi. Straight place back to Daniel James. He plays it over to Sheraldo Becker. Run being made, but he finds Ruiz in a decent bit of space. Ruiz to Alvarez. Alvarez turns his man. He does really well at the same time, and that is a super save from Oblak, keeping his side well and truly in this and denying Carlos Alvarez of his hat-trick. Ball whipped into the area. Good ball, but Buadidi can't convert. Really, really good chance, that's for sure. 20 minutes left on the clock. It's really tight to say what's going to happen at this moment in time because anything can happen, and that's for certain. As you can see, Openda now going forward. He finds his teammate in a decent bit of space. Opportunity on the right hand side potentially, but he favours it on the left instead. He plays it over to his teammate Cruz. Yes, they've got a Cruz also. 73 minutes on the clock. He looks to get the ball into the area, but he is dispossessed there. Spillier's picking it up and he gets round him, and he does really well at the same time, finding his teammate Noah Mikic on the right hand side. Mikic striding forward, and he does well to find a teammate also on that right hand side, and that's Carlos Alvarez. Alvarez with a poise to be able to get forward, and he finds a teammate in a decent bit of space. It's Amid Diallo. Oh my lord. That's made it so hard for himself. But substitutions to be made. Buadidi comes off the pitch with Chris Rigg. Adrian Liso coming on for Amid Diallo after absolute wasteful effort. And now we've got 83 minutes on the clock. We haven't got long left whatsoever. Tenerife are still in this game. We are still in front. Can we maintain that lead? Or will Atletico Madrid have that one final chance that counts the most and get themselves a vital point there? As Cruz is now striding forward on the left-hand side. Potential creation here. Sorloth now over to Pavolic. Now as you can see, an opportunity for Pavolic maybe. Now over to Tonali. Tonali turns his man. He finds Sorloth. Sorloth to Openda. Openda turns on the ball. He's literally 1-on-1. No. 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 Tenerife 2. Atletico Madrid 2. And that is a massive, massive blow. Huge blow. Huge blow. When I say it's deserved, no. Would I say that it's deserved because we've wasted our chances? Yes. It's very unfortunate, very, very unfortunate, but we didn't take our chances. They took theirs when it mattered. Full time, Tenerife 2, Atletico Madrid 2. A game that we was previously trailing, and we managed to fight back and get into a 2-1 lead. Unfortunately, you know what, when it got to that point in the game that this is ours to lose, but unfortunately not. And Luis Openda fought back in the dying minutes, and that was all she wrote. Really unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate. But we have to hold our head high and we have to go again because we've still got some time in this season to play, that's for sure. One moment was Luzmi Cruz mentioning about his game time. I'm really not fussed at this moment in time. I think he's a good player, but I think we've got better options. So he's not going to play every time at the same time. We're trying to find a fit, and at this moment in time, we're just not really finding that rotation because it seems to be we're just having so many unhappy players. But what can you do? You need the backup at the end then. It needs to be good backup at the same time. But a simulation game against Valencia, hoping for a win, and we got it. Only just, it seemed to be. A 2-1 victory after we took the lead, and we had to fight back. And once again there after it went 1-1. And Stanis Ndumbo stepped up in the 85th minute to be able to claim a victory at least. So at least we got something out of that game. But yeah, looking at the table, looking further to looking at the position that we're going to go down to go up there, as you can see. Many teams are doing really poorly, and Las Palmas are one of them there, as you can see. And once again, you stem the question of, are we title contenders? I mean, it's 4 points. That could change. So I thought the gap was slightly bigger, and realistically, you probably look at that and think, actually, Real Madrid might have made a mistake during that point as well. So it could be tight. I think we still got contention. Played 30, 124, lost 2, drawn 4. 4 points in it. That is all it is. I think they've still got Atletico or Barca to play yet. So hopefully if results go away, you never know. But until then, we'll have to see you on the next video. And that is it for this one. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe for more content. And don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.